If you're planning a cruise on Royal Caribbean's Quantum of the Seas and don't want to miss out on anything you should have done, then you're in the perfect place, because in this video, we're going to show you the top 8 things you must do when you're on the ship, from mouth-watering food options to dazzling shows, and some tips and tricks that you won't hear anywhere else. Let's rock. Happy New Year!
I can't believe it's already over.
2025 is gone, but 2026 is starting.
Yeah.
And 2025 was awesome. We are growing because of you.
Yeah.
We picked up a few sponsorships, and in 2026, we have a lot of huge things planned.
Yes, we sure do. We're going to do some special things. So we've been outlining all our upcoming cruises for 2026, and we're going to do something special for all our subscribers on Sea Days. What is it called, babe?
That's right, guys. It's going to be called Sea Day Giveaways.
Yeah.
So if you're not following us on Instagram, Facebook, or TikTok, make sure you do that, because we're going to be going live on all the different platforms. We're going to walk around the ship and give away prizes, just spur of the moment. This looks cool, and if you're on the live, you can win some prizes.
Yeah.
And then other subscribers, you can just win prizes on our normal videos, but this is something we're adding this year. So if you're not signed up yet, go to rockintheboat.club right here. Put in your email address. It's totally free, and you're eligible to win those prizes.
Yes. Who doesn't love giveaways?
Now the top 8 on Quantum of the Seas. Number 8 is Stairway to Vertigo. Now, this is something I coined a couple months ago in one of the shorts that we did. And what's hilarious is that Google AI is actually calling this platform the Stairway to Vertigo. I'll show you right here on the screen. So it's stealing Rockin' the Boat's thunder.
Is it, or is it learning from us?
It's learning from us. But what it is, it's a clear platform on deck 14. It's between the pool deck and the windjammer. And it will give you vertigo. You walk down the stairs and there is a clear platform that looks all the way down 14 floors.
Holy moly. It's pretty crazy, guys.
And a lot of people don't know about it, so make sure you check it out when you're on the ship. You're getting awesome Instagram pictures when you're there. It's just a cool thing that they added to the ship.
Number 7, the Sequins and Feathers show. Now this show is a cabaret style show that I would say it brings Las Vegas, Broadway, and Moulin Rouge all together.
That's perfect description.
Yes, it is high energy. It gets the crowd going, and you definitely can't miss this when you're on the ship. Yeah,
make sure to get there earlier. This takes place in the 270 Lounge, where they have a few of the different productions. We saw a few of the shows, but this one really stood out to us. The other ones, they were okay. Quick story about the 270 Lounge. Now, during the day, they hold the Sexiest Man competition in there, which is a show you don't want to miss.
It definitely was fun.
But we were up like on the 14th deck, so we had to go down to go to the 270 Lounge. When we get in the elevator, there's a guy probably in his, I don't know, early 30s with a little girl. She was probably 4 or 5. We started chit-chatting. He was a really cool guy. What's funny is, though, we went all the way down to the floor we needed to get off at, and then none of us in the elevator realized that we didn't get out. So we had to go all the way back up, and it's getting close, like 2 minutes before the show. So we're all, oh my God, we gotta go. And we go all the way down to the floor. The guy gets off the elevator, he says, have a nice day. We say bye. He
goes one way, we go another.
Yeah, so then we go try to find our seats for the show. You know, it's great.
That place was packed.
It was packed.
And next thing you know, we were in the front row. There were 2 seats right there.
That's only because of her. I want to sit in the back. I'm like, no, let's just sit here. She's like, no, I need to get this as close as possible. And by the way, the whole show, she's like this.
I think there might have been a little tiny bit of drool.
That's not cool.
No, I'm joking, of course. I was drooling over him.
All right, so we got our seats in the front row, just like she wanted. And the host is introducing the contestants. There were 6 of them, so we calls them all out, one by one.
Do a little twirl around and all that good stuff.
They're doing a little dance, but all of a sudden the assistant comes up to the host and whispers in his ear, and the host is like, we got a late addition to the contest.
Yep, one more guy that's gonna come out. Let's see him strut his stuff.
Yeah, so he comes out, he's dancing. You know, he's got his back to the crowd. He's doing like a little groove. He turns around. It's the guy from the elevator that we were just talking.
Oh my goodness.
And we're like, oh my God, we're laughing so hard. So he does the whole competition. And the reason he did the competition is because He told us this after the show. His wife, when he went to take his daughter up to the room, said, "You need to go downstairs and do the world's sexiest man competition."
Yes, enter it because you are the sexiest man. And
Yeah,
so he went down and entered it, guys.
Yeah, so he enters the contest. We're just like, oh my god. He had some awesome moves. We're going to show it right here on the screen. And this is him dancing.
And we got his name, but I know we forgot. I'm sorry. Please, if you're watching this,
comment below.
Yes, please.
Just say world's sexiest man if you're watching. But the kicker of the story, this guy won the competition. This guy won. He was the winner.
I know.
Here's him getting this trophy right here. And then here's me posing as the world's sexiest man. They wouldn't let me enter. They said it was unfair.
He's so buff. Number 6, the tourist drink. You can find that specialty drink over at the Bionic Bar. Now, it's a mix of Kahlua, Johnny Walker Black, Sprite, and Coke. Mwah! Delicioso.
Now, this is a drink, I haven't seen anybody talking about it. And again, if you go to Google and type in the tourist drink on Royal Caribbean, it pops up the unofficial recipe. It says, according to Rockin' the Boat. It says that.
Once again, AI is listening and learning.
It's actually the most delicious drink, and the reason we got it just because we were just trying to do a quick video in the Bionic Bar. We were scrolling through, every drink in that bar was 12 to 15 bucks. This one was $9, and we're like, that sounds delicious. It's $9. Let's get it.
And plus, I could cheers my brother because he is a tourist.
That's right. So if you want to save some dollars and get a delicious drink, go to the Bionic Bar, get the Taurus.
Bo show.
Number 5 is the Harp and Horn pub menu. Now, the Harp and Horn is an English style pub where you can go grab some beers, but everyone kept telling us the food was really good. So they said, you need to go over there and grab the fried pickles. We were excited. It was lunchtime.
I love pickles. So we go there. Wah, wah, wah.
No pickles, sir.
No pickles.
We're out. We're out. And this is only like the 3rd day on the cruise, so obviously everyone loved them.
Yes, they ran out of pickles.
But we stepped up and we got the pulled pork nachos and we got the lobster mac and cheese wedges.
Which I thought was delicious. Had nice chunks of lobster in there, and who doesn't like lobster?
That's right. And then the nachos Melissa really liked because
well,
they tasted like what?
Yo quiero Taco Bell. They had that Taco Bell kind of vibe. I think secretly they must have ran out of their regular sauce for it and they used Taco Bell sauce.
Yo quiero Taco Bell.
Now what's really cool is everything on the menu is like $4 to $8, so it's really affordable. You can try all the different stuff on the menu, and it's a cool place to go watch a game. It's a sports bar as well, so they have football, basketball, baseball, whatever game's on, it's gonna be in that pub. Don't forget to try the bar bites though, they're delicious.
Number 4, Chops Grill. Now this is an upcharge restaurant and it is one of my favorites. Now you can go there for dinner. If you do it on the ship, you're gonna pay about $60, but if you do it ahead of time, they always send you discounts and you can get it as low as $43.99 per person. And one of our favorite hacks to do on a sea day is go there for lunch, because I will reserve it ahead of time and the discount is $17.99 per person for the lunch menu, which is just like the dinner menu. One of my favorites is the filet mignon. I pair it up with the wedge, also very good. And for dessert, I top it off with the key lime meringue pie. You gotta try it because those 3 things alone for $17.99 per person.
Yeah, the bottom line is go there for lunch, get the filet or ribeye, get the wedge salad, and get the key lime pie, and then thank us in the comments because it's the best. We've tried it all. That's the best thing you're gonna get there. Number 3 is the Northstar experience. Now what this is a glass capsule that goes 300 feet above the ocean, and what a lot of people don't know is you can actually do it for free. Now this is during the port days, you can actually schedule it on the app. It fills up quick, so our recommendation is as soon as you get on the ship on embarkation day, start booking these type of experiences because they do fill up.
They sure do.
Totally free though, if you book it on the app, 15-minute experience. The only difference is there's an extended experience that costs 40 to 60 bucks. That experience goes over the side of the ship, so you're hanging over the ocean.
So the arm that's going straight up goes and
Okay.
the ball is hanging off to the side, comes back up,
excuse
and
me.
then it's hanging off to the other side, then it goes back up.
So yes, you can do it for free. Just book it on the app. Or if you want to do the extended experience, I don't think it's necessary. I mean, the 15 minutes was enough.
I thoroughly enjoyed the free experience. It was totally enough for me, you know. I mean, that Northstar goes straight up the 300 feet above the ship, and then do I really need that ball to go hanging off to the side from one side to the other? I didn't really need it personally, but some people love that experience.
because
they want to just be hanging over the side of the ship.
Yeah, because it gets kind of warm in there because, you know, the sun's beating down, and it's after about 10 minutes, you're like, okay, I'm good. So
Yes.
go experience it for free. It's another tip for you. Book it for free, and you'll love it. It's an awesome day.
Number 2, the Seaplex. Now this place is super rad, man. There is so much to do there. First of all, you can go roller skating. At night, they turn that roller rink into bumper cars. Up on the second level is super fun. They've got foosball, ping pong, Xbox. Oh my God. I mean, this place is like a wonderland for kids and adults.
That's right. And our favorite thing in that Seaplex area was a soccer game. So
Yeah.
you can't believe it. You sit down on a table. So one person's on one side, the other person's on the other side. You have a soccer ball. You put it down between your legs and you start kicking, and there's a goal underneath the person's legs.
I loved it because I was the champion.
I got killed in that game. I don't understand. My legs are bigger. My legs are longer. But no matter what I tried, she kept scoring.
I did. Ooh.
And then what's really cool is after you play some soccer, get your appetite worked up, right inside the Seaplex is the doghouse. So you can grab some hot dogs, some bratwurst, put all the fixings, onions, sauerkraut. That's all included with your cruise as well, the hot dogs. They are awesome.
Yes, so good.
Drum roll. Number 1 is, if you can believe it, room service.
Yes.
Now you're probably thinking, room service, what? Now, we feel like it's the best thing on the ship. And we put a short out last week, and the thing blew up. It went viral. On Instagram, it's got 2 million views, Facebook, 1 million views. So people feel the same way. I think you will too. The reason it's so special on Royal is a lot of the ships charge you per item. Like Carnival, if you order room service, you gotta pay for the hot dog, you gotta pay for the sandwich. It's like $4 to $8.
They really nickel and dime you.
So you order room service, it's like 70, 80 bucks if you want to order it for your family. Now with Royal Caribbean, you can order the whole menu if you want.
The entire menu, we kind of did.
Yeah.
And it's only $7.95, just a delivery charge to your room.
So they don't charge you for the food, they just charge to deliver it, which is $7.95. They add a little gratuity, I think it's like $9.03 total.
And everything is super fresh and delicious, and I do have to tell you that they have something on the menu that you wouldn't expect. It's the Wagyu burger.
The Wagyu burger.
Oh my gosh.
Don't miss that one. Now, I'm gonna show you the short that we made right here. You tell us why everybody loves this video.
It has over 2 million views. Wow. Oh my gosh.
Here we go.
Please, sir.
Oh, wow.
Look at this.
Is there still more?
Yes, yes, yes.
Oh my God.
Please, yes, sir. Who's hungry? Ketchup.
Okay.
Oh.
Sandwich.
Oh. Oh. Philly cheesesteak.
Oh my God. No, I think
Oh
that's it.
my goodness.
Hello.
So that was the video that everybody loved, and I think you're gonna love the room service too. Another quick hack, you can get room service breakfast, continental breakfast delivered to your room every day. So when you get on the ship, call, say, hey, I want my continental breakfast delivered every morning, and they'll send that to you absolutely free.
That's something that I do too. But when we do this late night, like 3 a.m. big fat order, I call and cancel it because I'm not gonna need any continental breakfast because I'm gonna be super full.
Yeah, eat like a king, order that $7.95 delivery fee, and try out all the different delicious food.
Yum!
All right, you guys, that's it for this episode. Thank you so much for the awesome 2025. Again, we're gonna see you a lot more in 2026. We've been doing videos about once a week In 2026, we're going to be putting 2 videos out minimum a week. So we're going to start growing more and more because we have more time. We've rearranged our schedules and we're going to concentrate a lot more on the channel. We hope you're enjoying the content because we're enjoying doing it, and we're happy that you're part of this community. We want to grow, grow, grow.
Also, you guys, there's something else. We're going to start doing a podcast.
That's right. We're going to start doing a podcast probably once a week, and then we're going to launch that on all the podcast networks like Spotify and such. We're not sure if we're going to upload it to YouTube and just have it as a podcast listed there as well, but we'll keep you updated. Make sure to go to rockingtheboat.club, put in your email. We're going to be emailing you with all of our updates. I know we have been bad about emailing and keeping in contact with you guys through the email list. That's all going to change this year. Where our goal is to put out a weekly newsletter every week so you can keep up to date of what's going on and what we're going to be, so you can join us on one of our cruises. We would love it.
Yes, we are going to be super organized. That's one of our big things.
It is resolutions, right? We got this.
We do.
We'll see you next time. Keep rocking the boat.
Woo!